Thank you for taking the time to watch my little video of my 2004 ZR2 Blazer. It's a low mileage, original truck. It's accident free. I was told by the person I bought it from that it's got original paint. It appears to have original paint. There are some minor chips and scratches on it, but they're really hardly noticeable. The color is an amazing color. It's got a gray interior. I call that a platinum exterior. And if you look at it from all the angles, it really is a nice looking, it's a great little truck to drive around with. It sits well, sits higher than a standard S10 Blazer. That's a factory stock lift that came from Chevrolet. All four tires are identical and they're in great shape with plenty of life. This explains the ZR2 package. Take a moment to look it over because it's not an S10 Blazer. ZR2 is a completely different truck than an S10 Blazer and has a very different ride than an S10 Blazer. This package is exceptional. I mean, some of the things that are on this package, and you can read them down. It has a ladder type frame with modified mounting points. It's 3.9 inches wider than a regular S10. It's got 3 inches of extra ground clearance over an S10. It's got enhanced front ring gear and a rear ratio of 3.73. Larger wheel and axle bearings. Different suspension and different shocks. And it has skid plates and fender flares that the S10 doesn't have. Here's a view of the outside of the sunroof that works exceptionally well. The headliner is intact and perfect. I'm showing you that this is the retracted part of the headliner, and then you can see as the motor opens up the entire window, and you can see and get some fresh air. I added this little sticker to the back where it says "Problem, no problem," and then you're looking at the rack for the spare. If you look at the tailgate, it's in perfect shape, and I'll show you a view of the lower edge that typically rusts out on these trucks. It's intact and perfect. The lower door edge also is intact without any rust. Door jambs are clean. Carpet's intact. The previous owner did paint the entire undercarriage from front to back with paint over rust, that special paint that prevents rust from taking over the truck. So the entire bottom of the truck has been blacked out, and it's probably going to make a difference if my plan was to take it on the beach so it wouldn't rust away to pieces. Everybody wants to see a shot of the front seat. That's intact. The door panels, the dash pad, everything in it is almost new. I mean, it's in great shape. The steering wheel doesn't have any wear on it. Here's an angle of the gauges as I'm driving at 70 miles an hour, playing the radio. CD player works, AM, FM, heat, air conditioning. It blows ice cold. Another angle of the interior from the passenger side where you can see the carpet, the seats, everything are intact, and there don't appear to be any obvious tears, rips, or defects. I like showing the battery because the battery tells it all. There are no extra wires, there are no loose wires hanging around. The engine compartment is clean, it's neat, and everything functions as it should. So here I am about to show you driving locally and then on the highway. Here we are starting up from scratch. You can see it shift through all the gears as the tachometer changes, and it goes up through the different modes. It does have a 4-speed overdrive transmission. It runs steadily at 180 to 210 degrees. Gas gauge, voltmeter, everything works like it should. And we'll start back up. You can see it shift gears, it'll drop right back down. Temperature gauge, gas gauge, voltmeter, oil pressure is perfect on this truck. Here we are on the highway, we're doing 65, 70 miles an hour. You can see there's not a vibration in the wheel, and it just is a smooth, quiet ride as you listen to the radio. If you need any additional information or have any questions, feel free to call me on my cell phone, 631-988-5087. Thank you.